Hello, guys and gals. Today I want to cover a social media site out there called SocialMention.com. The other evening, Vince Reed was covering the importance of traffic. In other words, he was covering actually what he terms the money formula, which is T for traffic, L for leads, V for value, O for offer, and D for duplication. And today I want to cover the T for traffic scenario. He also gave us around 35 plus sites that we could go out there and either pay for ads out there or to utilize them to help drive traffic to us. And this particular site right here is one that I utilize an awful lot to help give me some ideas of what people are really talking about out there in the social media arena, such as blogs and articles, videos that they might be making. So anyway, again, it's called SocialMention.com, and you can actually create an alert that will come to you to your email address. It works very similar to Google Alerts. I also utilize that for various keywords, and I get alerts when anyone is writing about those particular keywords. So first of all, let's do this. Let's just use NetDivi for our first one here. NetDivi marketing system. Let's do that. And I typically will use all. You can isolate it down to blogs or like Twitter or the various networks, bookmarks, and so forth. But I like using all. That way I know what's going on, out there globally. So, at any rate, I'm going to click search, and we'll see what's happening here. And as that's searching, again, I want to emphasize how critical it is to drive traffic to you, create the traffic into leads, and then start giving value out there with your content. And then once you establish that networking with them and start socializing with them, you can then at that point in time put your offer out there and then duplicate that. And by doing that, you're going to end up building your business and doing very well with it. Vince has some incredible strategies and information within the NetDivi system. So anyway, here we are. It finally loaded here, but we're going to go over here to the left side because this is where you get a lot of data that is given to you. First of all, 9% is a strength, which is the likelihood that your brand or keywords are being discussed in the social media. It's a very simple calculation that's used phrase mentions within the last 24 hours divided by actually the total possible mentions that are out there. The second area is the percent or ratio, I should say, of the sentiment of mentions that are generally positive to those that are generally negative. And then the percent, 43%, is actually the passion. That's a measure of the likelihood that individuals are talking about your brand or keywords in a repeated way. For example, if you have a small group of very passionate advocates who are talking about your particular product or brand all the time, you'll have a higher passion score. However, conversely, if every mention is written by a different author, you'll have a lower score. And then the last one here is the reach. 42% is a reach, which is measured of the range of influence out there. It's the number of unique authors referencing your keywords divided by the total number of mentions out there. And down here in the sentiment area is a little graph here. It shows that out of them, 40 of them have been positive, 223 of them have been neutral, and 5 have been negative. Why it would be negative for NetDivi, I have no idea. That's probably the mindset that, hey, I joined free, now why am I not earning any money? Well, guess what? It's like anything. You have to put effort in it. You have to take action. Now, these are some of the keywords, okay? Of course, the top one is NetDivi, and then marketing, online, success, market, internet, free, training, business, and network. And then the top users that are talking about it out here. Over here on the side, we have the top users. It looks like the NetDivvy channel is out there. Here I am. L. Dobson is actually the name that I use for a lot of my articles and so forth out there. And then here I am again up here. This is my video channel, L. Dobson 1. And then these are the top hashtags, the Twitter hashtags out there. And then the sources where all of these mentions are coming from, these are the top mentions. Dig, Stumble Upon is next, and third is YouTube, and so on down the line. Let's go back up here and let's put in some more keywords up here. I'm going to put in Twitter. I utilize Twitter an awful lot, networking. In fact, I'll use Twitter marketing secrets. And I'll click search, and we'll see what's happening with that. Again, a lot of these strategies, tools, and information you can obtain through NetDivvy. And especially if you get to the rank, or the level, I should say, of the executive. We have on Thursday evenings some intense training, although right now Vince is graciously allowing all the free members to attend. I think that's going on for probably the next 3 or 4 weeks here, and then after that, obviously you'll have to be a executive member. But here we go, Twitter marketing secrets. So out there, looks like the strength is 12% of the people that are discussing it out there in the social media. 14.1 is a positive to the negative ratio. 35% is a passion, the likelihood that individuals are actually talking about Twitter marketing secrets. And then 33% is obviously the reach, the range of influence. It's the number of unique authors referencing your the Twitter divided by the total number of mentions out there. Again, 157 are positive, 343 are neutral, 11 of them are negative. Isn't that amazing? There's always negative people in the world. I don't choose to be around them myself. All right, and these are the keywords: marketing, secrets, Twitter, products, online, internet, business, reply, Facebook, and social. And then the top users. This gives the top users out there. And then down here's here I am again. The top hashtags as far as the Twitter tweets. And then, of course, the sources. Again, Dig, Twitter, of course, Stumble Upon, YouTube, and so on down the line. Also, if you want to get these alerts coming to you, you actually click this email alert over here on the right side, and you can get alerts when all this is happening. So, at any rate, with that, hopefully this short video was of value to you, and hopefully you picked up something that you can utilize with it. So, with that said, I'll catch up with you in NetDivvy, and have a fantastic day.